Hey Hofstra fans, it's time once again for the WB Mason Coaches Report. I'm Rob Joyce, joined as always by the head coach of Hofstra softball, Bill Edwards. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing good.
No reason to be upset. You go 5-0 over the weekend. You're 9-1 on the year. What are your thoughts on the weekend down in Florida?
I like it a lot, obviously. We're playing very well in every aspect of the game. You know, some of the little things that we're doing now, like running the bases, trail runners moving up, those are the little things that I'm looking for now. We're hitting the ball really well, which is obvious. We're pitching the ball really well, which is obvious. But now I'm starting to look at some of the things, the little things, base running, trail runners moving up, making good option throws from the outfield. Just the little things now which maybe can take our game to a whole nother level.
And I know you won't like to talk about it, but you get win number 900. Does it feel like 25 years and 900 wins?
Despite the coaching, you know, the kids have done a great job. All the assistant coaches have done a great job here. To do it in one place at Hofstra with some great people, with some great players, I think that's what means the most. And despite me, we've been pretty successful here.
And in terms of the on-field performance, especially the pitching, 3 straight shutouts to end the weekend. What have you seen from Morgan and Ashley first?
Wow, yeah, they're both throwing the ball extremely well. Larissa's calling great games too, so I mean I have to give a lot of credit to the games that she's calling. We're reading the hitters really well. Both of our pitchers, Morgan and Taylor, are hitting great spots, making a big pitch when they have to make it, which is important because, you know, when you get to those 3-1 counts, those 2-1 counts, the 2-0 counts, the action pitch, so to speak, they're really keeping the ball in the park, making some great pitches so that we can make some great plays defensively. And I just like the way that they're throwing it. They're relaxed, they're competing, which is what you want your pitchers to do. They're not giving in to the hitters. They're not giving in to runners in scoring position. They're playing very, very well.
In terms of Taylor Perron, week 1, her walks were up a little bit, considerably down this past weekend. Is that just a week-by-week thing, or is that her getting more comfortable?
Getting more comfortable, you know, which is what we talk a lot about, you know, getting comfortable with what we're doing. She's beginning to understand now that all she has to do is concentrate on one thing at a time, and that's throwing the pitch that we want called. If she can narrow her focus down and concentrate on what she needs to do and deliver the pitch to where we need it to be delivered, she's going to be very effective for us. She has a great changeup, which sets up all of her other pitches, and now she's throwing with a little bit more confidence.
And how is Erin Trippi behind the plate handled now? There's 2 different pitchers.
And that's a great point also, because Erin Trippi is getting all those borderline calls for them. You know, anything that's on the black or even on the rail a little bit on the brown, Erin is really working those pitchers well. She's calling conferences. She's going out there and talking to them. If she sees something mechanically wrong, if they're pulling off a pitch or stepping, you know, left or right, where they're losing their power zone, Trippi sees it. Trippi goes out, talks to him, calms him down, gets him back on track. So, you know, she's doing a great job.
And you continue to wallop the ball. I mean, you have 8 of your 9 starters hitting above 300. You have some above 400. Is it kind of a contagious thing? One person starts feeling, then it kind of trickles down?
Absolutely. You know, hitting in our game is very contagious. If one, I mean, even with 2 outs, you know, if someone gets a gap, runner on second base, and then somebody else gets a hit to bring her in, scoring with 2 outs is important in our game. Rachel Senator is really setting the tone too. I mean, she gets up in the first inning, probably 2 out of the last 4 games, and bangs a triple. I mean, she just starts it right up. Everybody in the bench gets up, and then it becomes very, very contagious. So we start the game early. We've been scoring early in the game because Rachel sets the tone, and then, you know, Chloe moves her over, and then Maggie gets a gap. I mean, it's really pretty fun to watch. I just sit back and watch us hit a little bit, which is cool, and I'm very excited with the way that we're attacking the ball and getting good passes at the ball and doing the things that we need to do.
After missing all of last year, have you noticed that Rachel's getting right back into it and didn't miss a beat?
Yeah, exactly. She's hitting the ball so well. She's staying within herself. She's not chasing. She's getting great at-bats. Every bat she gets is a great at-bat. She fouls off those borderline pitches, and when the pitcher misses, she just, you know, has the total plate, so to speak. She can bunt it, she can soft tap it, she can hard tap it, she can swing away. So how do you defend her? You know, it's very, very tough now to defend our top 2 hitters. But Rachel right now is setting the tone early in the game, and everybody's jumping all over it.
In the first couple of starts for Lacey Clark, one of the freshmen, what did you see from her?
Just really good swings at the ball. She has probably the biggest exit speed of the ball coming off of the bat. Her ball comes off of her bat as well as anybody on the team, and she just has to square it up. And when she squares it up, she's consistently now and swings at figures out what it is that she can and can't do. She's playing like a freshman, and yet when the pitcher misses, she's getting great swings at it and hitting the ball really hard. So having someone with that potential in that ace spot, for us now is really pretty cool to watch her develop.
One more trip down to Florida this weekend. This time Boca Raton take on a team you played last weekend, Michigan State, Virginia Tech, the host school FAU, and Illinois. What do you know from these four teams?
It's going to be a very, very challenging weekend. Illinois, I think now is 12-3, hitting the ball very well. A lot like us. They hit a little bit. They have good pitching, playing the Big Ten along with Michigan State. We played last weekend. FAU always gives us a battle. They're a very, very competitive team. And Virginia Tech, is in the ACC, and typical, ACC team that'll come at you and, give you your money's worth. So, we just got to get after it and play the way that we've been playing. And if we continue to hit the ball and pitch it and do the things that we're doing, hopefully we'll be all right.
All right, Bill Edwards, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Hofstra takes on 4 teams this weekend down in Boca Raton, Florida. Check out GoHofstra.com for all your game information. I'm Rob Joyce. Thanks, Hofstra fans, for tuning in, as always, to the WB Mason Coaches Report with Bill Edwards.